This is your boy, Lantic City. An Interrogation of a Predator is back for more Mac. Now last time on Interrogation of a Predator, we were somewhat left on a cliffhanger. Dustin started telling this story about how he started dating this woman. Well, he met this woman online. He met this woman online, and she wanted him to date her daughter. She wanted him to date her daughter, who was like 14 years old. So he said that he didn't want to do it. He didn't like her, but he went along with it. He told her sexy things, bad things. He told her pervy stuff. He said, I think it was what he said, pervy stuff, or he acted like a perv to try to get her to stop talking to him. But the older woman's boyfriend was a cop, and he tried to avoid prison time, and he got out of it some sort of way. But John here seems to believe that there's some part of that story that's missing, and I'm on John's side, and hopefully in episode 3 of Interrogation of a Predator, we find out just what that missing piece of the puzzle is. So, let's see what else Dustin has to say on Interrogation of a Predator. Previously on Interrogation of a Predator.
And I mean, I apologized and I cleared it up without going to.
What'd you have to apologize for, though, if she wanted you to date her daughter?
Exactly.
I was trying to cover anything up just so I didn't go to jail or anything. Because, I mean, people.
There's something missing from that story. That don't make no sense.
I understand, sir. I'm trying to.
Okay, so you got online, and the mother wants you to go out with her daughter or something.
And now, on Interrogation of a Predator.
And you tried to act like a pervert so that you wouldn't, so she wouldn't want you to date her daughter.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're telling me.
And
what type of things did you say?
I just want sex.
That's all you said?
I believe so. I didn't go into no details like in that thing over there.
Hold on. I heard a noise. It's too late to hear a noise like that. What's that? Did you stop? I'm in the garage, so I can kind of hear what's going on outside. And I don't like the sound of it. I don't like that sound. But we're going to get back into DMAC. And, hopefully somebody doesn't break in and steal this computer before I can upload this video.
I guarantee that. I had never met the girl or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean...
So, when you said you just wanted sex, what happened then?
Next thing I know, she was upset and crying, and I was like...
At the restaurant?
No, I didn't say this at the restaurant.
You said this online?
This was after the restaurant. They didn't find me at the restaurant.
Okay.
We was back there in the back at a far end table, I think, and they didn't see us or something.
Just me and my
I knew
mama.
what the mom looked like, and I can't remember if I seen a picture of the daughter or not, but I remember the woman had a...
So where did you meet this cop and the girl and the mom at?
I never met them.
Okay.
The mom asked me, I think it was a mom, asked me where it was, what I was doing for my birthday, because, I mean, my birthday's November 15th. And,
like he's supposed to know that.
Right.
That's a common thing online. When's your birthday?
Right.
And, without saying, they try to get to know you. What do you do for fun?
Well, what I'm saying is, before the birthday thing, you told her you just wanted to have sex.
No, I told her after that.
After the birthday thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, if they're going to find me there, it's a little strange. And, I mean,
you told her after that.
Yeah.
Then
So that's the strange part.
what happened?
And she was upset, and I tried to resolve the issue. And I went to the technical school I was going to then. And I come home that day, and Mom's second husband says, "You are..."
Mom's second husband says. That must be a
"There's
fun game.
cop calling here for you." I'm like, what? What's going on? And it was, I don't know, it wasn't a sheriff, it was a police officer. And
He
said
was just a
that
cop.
they are thinking about
He wasn't no
filing charges.
sheriff.
And Mom talked to him, and I don't know the whole story.
He's like, that's just fucking insulting the cop, I guess. He's like, and I guess John's probably taking it that way too. I mean, he's kind of insulting the cop. He's like, oh, he wasn't no sheriff. He was just a cop. Like, if we went to the fire truck, and like, you talking about a firefighter. He's like, yeah, he's a firefighter, but he doesn't get to drive the truck.
That
He doesn't get to spray the hose.
it's like, if he apologizes, we'll leave you alone. So I apologized, you know, and because I don't like trouble.
Yeah. So you never got a ticket or anything?
I don't like trouble.
No,
Never had to go to court?
no, it was settled over the phone. And
Do you remember the girl's name?
No, I do not, sir.
Yeah, you do.
How old was she?
I want to say 14. That's why I didn't want to talk to her in the first place. I mean, I knew back then not to talk to people.
I mean, there must be. I can't imagine. Why? I mean, why the fuck would Dustin even bring this stupid ass fucking story up? That only makes his intent even clearer to John here, from where John's sitting. That this whole fucking bullshit ass story he's telling is only making things worse for John. I mean, worse for Bald Beaver Hunter. Worse for D-Mac. What the fuck? I mean, I'm guessing the only reason. Now I hear cops. I gotta go. I think they're here. I do. Okay, I don't think they're here. They might be. Let's get back to a D-Mac anyway.
Younger. Because, I mean, and I thought it was weird that the mom wanted me to talk to the daughter.
The doubter. The doubter. I thought it was weird that the mom wanted me to talk to the doubter. The doubter. What the fuck, D-Mac? This... Okay, like, but what I was trying to say, I don't know if I think I might have said it, but I don't think I did. What I was trying to say was, what's the fucking point of D-Mac bringing up this bullshit-ass story? He's bringing up this story that only incriminates himself. He brings up this story that only makes himself look worse in front of John, where John's sitting in John's shoes. But I'm thinking the only reason he even brought this bullshit story up is because there could be some evidence of it left behind that Dustin would maybe have to explain at a later date. Because, I mean, maybe he is, but I don't think he is. But, I mean, because who the fuck would tell that story trying to get out of something like this, you know? So I don't think he was trying to tell that story to help him. So, I mean, I don't know if he thought he was telling the story to help his case and get him out of it. I don't know if he thinks because of that, or if he's just trying to bring a similar situation to light, and maybe Dustin thinks that all he has to do is say, I'm sorry about your daughter, and that he'll be able to walk away. Is that what he thinks? Is that what this man thinks? What? Let's get back to D-Mac. Let's get back to the Mac. The out-of-pocket pimp.
If you knew, why did you talk to this girl?
Why did you tell John the story?
I'll talk to anybody on the internet, but I didn't mean for anything to escalate to the way it did neither. And I mean, you say things and you don't think.
John said, I gotta get the fuck up for this.
I mean, we all do. I'd say, and I know what's in that. And
you got time to think about it now on what you said, on some of the things you said, correct?
Yeah, and I mean,
well, let me.
I egged a lot of it on, and she did a couple things. So
what did she do to egg it on?
Like, she called me today, wanting me to come up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were telling her you were her boyfriend, right? You wanted to marry her.
After she's 18.
Okay.
If we got along. Yeah, if you read that.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna read it.
I'm sure I'll probably flip-flop.
Here's the problem we got.
Yeah.
You ready for the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for the problem. I'll pause it at 28:28. That's weird.
Is you don't want to go to jail for a long time.
Yes.
All right.
But he is, and he will.
I want to know.
He's gonna. They're not gonna give him his wheelchair, man. It's fucked up.
I want to know the story on what your intent is and what you're planning on doing. Okay. And some of these things I'm gonna need you to explain because a jury and a judge are going to be looking at these things, right?
Okay.
And they're going to say to...
Reality sets in. Okay. 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 Reality set in for Dustin right here.
Themselves. This guy here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. This guy here, this motherfucker here.
Been willing to kill this girl or something.
Yeah.
Because some of this stuff looks pretty bad.
Yes.
But let's establish right up front. You knew that she was 13.
I thought she was...
Hold on. I told you we're going to be honest with each other, all right? I've been totally honest with you and up front.
Yes, sir.
I expect the same back, okay?
Okay.
If you'd have thought if you wouldn't have known she was 13 or something, why were you right away worried about a cop and telling her I can't talk to you? In several chats. And telling her how to, I mean,
did
I can read this chat right here, and it talks about her being 13 later on, and that is 13 days ago. And you're telling her how to get rid of stuff on the computer so nobody knows what you're talking about.
Damn.
I didn't want her to get in trouble, so we couldn't even speak.
Okay.
That was a valiant try, but you failed, Dustin.
And I don't
Did you not want her to get in trouble, or were you worried about you getting in trouble, or both?
I was worried about her getting in trouble.
You weren't worried about you getting in trouble? When the first
Mm.
thing you say is you're making sure there's not a cop or anything because you don't want instant trouble?
I mean, the
Again,
part... Yeah,
let's be
being
honest.
honest. I'm being honest, sir. The part about showing her how to clear that...
Right.
was so she didn't get in trouble with her parents because she said she wasn't supposed to be on the internet chatting.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want her to get in trouble like that, and I mean, if I get in trouble, I mean, I have to deal with the consequences. I'm dealing with them now, and
Yes,
I
you
hate
are.
them, and I made some stupid choices, and I don't want to. I wish I could take it back, and I don't want to hurt nobody, and that's the truth. And I said some stupid things in there, and
when you tell her you want to hide the stuff that's on there and how to archive stuff, you know, a lot of this leads up to you wanting to protect yourself more than worrying about her. Am I pretty accurate on that?
yeah, I was thinking more of her, but yeah, it was for me too. And like I said, I don't want trouble.
I mean,
You got trouble, Dustin. You got trouble. It's here.
I don't want nobody to get in trouble.
I'm not blaming you, but
You're the only one in trouble, Dustin. The decoy's not in trouble.
what I got to get to the bottom of here,
I know.
okay?
I'm being honest with you, sir.
I've got to get to the bottom of what's going on. And when you tell me half the truth first, and then the other half of the truth later on, and I got to ask 10 more questions, all you're doing is make it hard on me. And like I told you, judge and jury's going to hear this. You have things in...
I think John may be outside my house. My crib. My spot. My crash pad. I really still think something's happened. I heard a noise. And then I heard cops, like, really close. Like, I know when it sounds like they're from the road. Like, they were really fucking close. Like, they were just cruising through. I don't know. I shouldn't have done what I done. And now I am worried about these noises.
Here asking her
Yeah,
if she's had her first period yet.
That's very telling.
You have things in here that sound as if you want to take her off somewhere,
Oh no.
buy her from her mom.
yeah, that was a joke.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I said a lot of
That
things.
you're willing to take her, marry her. You want her to send her panties.
I know that one was. I don't know.
You know.
Her social security number,
Like I said,
so that you can find her.
if something happened after, if we lost contact between now and when she was 18, that's what that was for. I'm being totally honest. And the paintings was a stupid thing, and I was just to see if she was real.
All right.
And that's being honest.
On the 13th, you knew she was a 13-year-old girl, correct? By what I just read you, and you just told me that, right?
I'm guessing so. I'm bad with dates.
Okay. That was 7 days ago. And she being virgin, supposedly, is what you're thinking, or whatever. You're saying, I can't
She
wait.
said she was.
You're saying, I can't wait to get your cherry.
Yeah.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm an old man and I might have been out of the system for a while, but that means that you're going
take her virginity.
you're going to take her virginity.
But
Now, hold on a
But-
second. And you came up here
I didn't have
at
that
11 o'clock at night to meet her.
because I couldn't get here any faster.
Okay.
I'd have been here during the day,
Would you? You'd been here during the day.
and I'm being honest.
John is just lost. You saw that face? That's the fucking thumbnail for this one right there, John.
Photography over the internet. Is
That
that
one-
This is hilarious. Well, John, that face. This situation is not. Justin is a fucking grade A puke.
her
bro.
virginity?
But
Now, hold on a
That's
second.
fine.
And you came up here
I didn't have
at
that
11 o'clock at night to meet
because I couldn't get here any faster.
her. Okay.
I'd have been here during the day,
Would you? You'd been here during the day.
and I'm being honest.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I know where I was. John is so confused. I'm in shock. I cannot believe Dustin is so fucking stupid, man. Like, I mean, yeah, it's stupid what he done, what he said in his chat, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just...
Her virginity.
But
Now, hold on a
That's
second.
fine.
And you came up here
I didn't have
at
that
11 o'clock at night to meet her.
because I couldn't get here any faster.
Okay.
I'd have been here during the day,
Would you? You'd been here during the day.
and I'm being honest.
He even gives us that nod, huh? Yeah, man. 'Cause, 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 I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, I can't believe how stupid Dustin is. Like, saying some shit like, I'd have been here during the day. Like, that just makes it seem more like you were more eager to get here, but you couldn't. You wanted to be here during the day, but you just couldn't get here that early. You were ready for this.
You've sent her pornography over the internet. Is that
one
correct?
photo.
One
and
photo.
What's that a photo of?
A photo.
She said she'd never seen a penis before.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought you'd introduce her to one?
Why did you send it to her?
I don't know.
You know.
That I don't know. Because she said she never seen one.
Okay.
And I mean,
Okay.
if somebody asks me a question out of curiosity or how do I do something, I'm stupid enough to tell. You know, I try to help people. I share knowledge if I have
Hey,
it.
remember, we're being honest with
I know.
each other.
I know.
Okay?
I'm
Well,
being honest with you.
Let's be honest, okay?
Cool.
If somebody asks you how to build a birdhouse, you might send them a diagram. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
But
A girl that age asks you or says she never seen a penis, and I don't recall her asking you. I've read the entire string of chat, and she never asked you to send her what a picture of penis would look like, right?
I asked her if she wanted to see it, and she said yes.
Hold on. But she's asking you or telling you she's not seen a penis or nothing, right?
Correct.
Were you trying to get her excited about sex?
No.
What?
No, sir.
How many of these chats do I have to read out loud for you to say the truth of what you were doing? You're asking her to touch herself. You're asking her if you show up, will she touch you? If that's not trying to get somebody excited about sex, what's it trying to do? You're not sending a birdhouse.
There was a few of them that was...
Did you send that pornography to introduce her to sex?
Okay, well, let's bring it back in, okay? Let's talk a little bit before it's over. Dustin deserves more than one video. That's why I'm doing so many videos about Dustin. That's why I've branched this into a series. Dustin is a true predator. Let's not take our eyes off of that, okay? There's some predators on here that I speculate about. Okay, there's predators that I say, I don't know. I think he might have just fucked up. I don't think he has child porn on his computer. Or I don't think he did it. Or, you know, sometimes I'm 50-50. I really am. Okay, if you follow me, you know that I don't always 100% say for sure that I know. But this guy right here is a true predator, and there's tons of evidence pointing towards it. Over 100 child porn images. Okay, I'm probably going to bring that up in every episode just to keep you grounded, just to keep that in your mind when you're looking at this guy and when he's lying to John. Okay, he's lying to John, but he's just being honest. He's lying to John constantly. And all I can think is, but you got 100, you got child porn. You got them on CDs. You got photos on CDs. You got you sent child porn. Or no, not, I don't know if you sent child porn to the girl. I think you did, though, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. But he sent a penis picture, or a picture of a penis at least, to the decoy, transmitting sexual material to someone he believes to be underage. Now, he clearly has a problem, okay? This guy is a true predator. There's no doubt about it. Let's keep that in mind here when we talk about Dustin, because there's a lot to say. There's a lot. Dustin has given us a lot to work with here. This fucking guy. Let's get back to him. I just don't know what he's going to say next.
No, sir.
Why did you send it then?
Because she said she never seen one, and I mean, I'm being honest.
Okay. Why does a girl that age have to see one?
I don't know. I don't have no answer for that one.
We have 3 minutes left. Let's continue. You laughing?
There is no...
Was it to educate her about sex?
Subconsciously, I guess so, because, I mean, I didn't think that when I seen it neither, and I mean, I was just...
She was your girlfriend on the internet, and I can appreciate that. A girlfriend, you know, you're thinking,
and I mean,
you're thinking you're gonna have a girlfriend for life, correct?
Yeah, because I get long.
So I think John... Oh, fuck. Why is the back so far up? Fuck. John is using an interesting tactic, and he has to switch up his tactics here, because he's not, at least up until this point, and probably not, well, we already know, it's not really until the end that he gets his confession, but John has to switch his tactics up here, because he's not getting much of anything out of Dustin, but a whole bunch of subconsciously, yeah, I guess. Like, he's going to write that down. John's supposed to write subconsciously, yeah, I guess. Like, what the fuck? So, he's got to switch his tactics. He's trying to get Dustin to talk about the truth. He wants the truth. That's all he wants. He's sick of this bullshit. He's sick of this. I'm just being honest. He's sick of that bullshit. I'm sick of that bullshit. We're all probably all sick of that bullshit. But John's got to switch up because he's not getting shit. So now he's using the approach, which I mean, I guess it's an approach. But what he's doing here is, fuck. He is now using the fact that he thought that this girl was his girlfriend, or at least that he was calling this girl his girlfriend. So now he's putting it in a sort of romantic manner. He's taking the situation from a predatorial, if that's a word, a predatorial manner, and he's placing it into a more romantic situation. Now he's referring to the underage girl as his girlfriend, or who he thought to be his girlfriend, and that they were going to be together for a long time, hoping to get more out of Dustin, and I hope we get more out of Dustin before we go here this time.
Lonely, and I mean,
understood.
A lot of people look down upon me for my disability, and it hurts. And
hey,
here we go.
I've had mental breakdowns.
Here's the waterworks.
Chubby bald guy, buddy. It ain't
Well, you ain't chubby.
It ain't.
I'm chubby.
It ain't.
You
easy.
ain't chubby.
I know it ain't easy.
So I mean,
I know it ain't easy, man. But you met her. She was your girlfriend. You were gonna come up here. You were gonna meet her. You're gonna watch some movies, right?
Yeah, that's what
movies were you gonna watch?
I don't know.
Okay.
I figured the way she described her parents,
if she was willing, based on everything you said, were you gonna have sex with her?
You want the honest truth?
That's why I'm sitting here.
John wants it. He thinks he's gonna get it, but he's not. Poor John. He wants that truth. It's so close. Fucking D-Mac is taunting John with this shit now. This is hilarious. D-Mac is just taunting this poor man at this point. John's about to be pissed. He said, you want the honest truth. And that's what he wanted this whole fucking time. And he's not gonna get it now. Not right now. Not yet, anyway. This motherfucker D-Mac is a master at this shit, dude. He is fucking... John probably had nightmares about this man, bro. Jesus fucking Christ, Dustin.
I was gonna meet her, and we may have, we may not have, if we get along, if not.
Why did you bring the KY jelly? It was to have sex, correct?
Okay, so now Dustin tried to give John the runaround again. So John cleverly brought back up the KY jelly, which was previously thought to be hand lotion, hand moisturizer, but Dustin would later crack and call it like it was, and reveal that it was indeed the KY jelly. Now John is trying to weave the KY jelly back into the conversation. And another desperate attempt to get D-Mac to admit what he came here to do.
If it led up to that,
If
I mean, like I said, if it led up to that, if
John's
I
like this
didn't plan
motherfucker.
on having sex, I didn't come up here planning on not having sex, having it either way. Like I said, I picked it up. I grabbed it. I grabbed a few things.
I grabbed it.
Real quick.
You grab. Okay. If I'm going out on a first date, my first thought isn't throw some KY jelly in the truck. If I know that this girl is a.
Mine is. Nah, I don't think I've ever used KY jelly ever in my life, so. Hashtag team no dry pussy. My pussy is wet, and I know that. I just banged my elbow. Shouldn't have talked about my pussy. One more minute left. That's why I paused it. One more minute left before we gotta go.
Sure thing. I'm gonna throw some KY jelly in the truck.
And I mean,
did you throw the KY jelly in the truck because you're pretty sure you're gonna have sex if somebody wants you to come that far to see them?
No, sir. I mean,
you didn't take it.
I'm just being honest.
Do I have to read the chats?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
You pretty much knew that you were coming up here for sex, correct?
No, sir. It was one of those 50-50 things, and I understand where you're coming from.
Are you going to make me read the chats again?
No, sir.
John is getting fed up with Dustin, as am I. Do you want me to read the chats again? John has had enough of this bullshit. He won't admit it. He's then tried various tactics in an effort to get D-Mac to admit it, and it's just not working. John is running out of ideas here. His training has failed him. He doesn't know what to do. Just imagine had D-Mac never admitted it. This man might have just fucking gave up and cracked. Like, he might have just fucking started crying.
I understand what we said, and
okay.
I asked her if we was.
Where do you want my sperm first?
Damn, John, you pulled that one out quick.
Mouth, pussy, or ass?
There we go. Now we got something to leave on.
I mean, that wasn't in reference of meeting today.
Okay. All I want to do, okay,
a lot of
is get on with this interview, but we got to get over this hurdle.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
We got to get to the truth. Why you threw the KY jelly in there? Did you come up here?
I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. That's all I'm doing. I'm just being honest. Well, I went 2 seconds over. Oops. Oh well. Well, mouth, pussy, or ass? I guess that pussy reference was a little bit of foreshadowing, huh? Mouth, pussy, or ass? But that was for another day. That was for another time. That wasn't for today. Dustin. Mouth, pussy, or ass? It's clear what he wanted to do. I mean, I'm going to have to say it in every one of these because it's clear what he wanted to do. The man has child porn on his computer, and not just a one picture. This man had over 100 images and or videos. Okay? And probably more than 100. It's probably like 172. But it was probably more like 106, because if it was like 179 or some shit, they would have probably said over 150. So, I don't know. If you know the exact number, you let me know so we can go forward with that information in further episodes. But, yeah, I mean, it's clear what Dustin came here to do. We know what he wanted to do, so I'm just in awe of this man's stupidity. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm going to catch you next time on Interrogation of a Predator. This was your boy Lantic City. And remember, you're not chubby. He's chubby.